Hey, what's going on, CSGORoll Degens? My name is Spicy, and welcome back to, it's a new type of video here on my channel. I used to do this like way back when, probably a year ago or something like that. But I am bringing back my top cases to open series, and that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video today. But real quickly, if you guys find yourself enjoying the video, finding the information useful that I took a decent amount of time to gather, please drop a like and subscribe. It's very appreciated. It helps me out so very much. As well as if you guys are brand new to the site, you can head on up to rewards in the upper middle bar. And as long as you have a Steam level 5 account and can log into the site, you can just claim the code SPICY. Make sure you hit that green button right there, and you'll get yourself 3 free cases and 3 chances at a Dragon Lore. Additionally, if you do want to try out some of these cases that I'm recommending today, you can also head on up to deposit in the upper right and just go ahead and enter the code SPICY there as well. That'll get you 5% bonus on top of whatever you deposit. That'll be a little extra money to try some of these cases out with if you do decide to go that direction. Without further ado, let's get into the first case. Alright, so the first case we have is the aimlock case. You probably, if you've seen any other video from me, you've probably seen me open this a good amount. This is a really great case for battles just because you do have a minimum of almost 40% return to player, which means even if you get the worst drop, you're going to get at least 40% of the case's value back every single time, which means for battles, that's a minimum of 80% back every single time. So this is a really good case to go on runs with. Obviously its odds are all right, you know, everything's basically doubled with odds if you're doing it in a case battle, but 22% chance for profit or 78% chance for loss. Yeah, 20% doesn't sound that great, but if you look at a lot of these items, they're very mid-range, and it's about 55% of the case's value, so it's not bad. Even if you do lose, you're getting 55% of the case back, which means if you're doing it in a battle, you're going to be getting more than 100% of the case back. You can be profiting 10% as long as you don't hit the Wasteland Rebel. And that's part of the thing that makes this case so good. It's also a very cheap case. Not from what I've seen, there's not really any other cases like it. And then also, when you do hit a profit hit, you have a minimum of 123% profit. And then the top hit is a 1,329% profit margin. So very good case. Honestly, I think this might be my favorite on the list. But yeah, to be honest, just open this case. If anything, open this case. But yeah, let's get into the next case. Next case is the track case. This is one of my favorites. You've probably seen me open it quite a bit, but this one has a minimum of a 5% return to the player, which isn't as good. But the big reason I like this case is it has such a high max win potential with 8,000 coins and the clan mystic being able to be unboxed. So yes, the return to player is not great, but if you look at anything like the polymerization case or the comeback case or any of those, they really don't have that high of a return on them. It's all about the max potential that people are chasing. This case has a 31.16% chance for profit, which most cases hover between 30 and 40. So, I mean, it's pretty average. It's pretty all right. You know, most people who farm a case like this aren't really necessarily going for the profitability route, although having the average percent does help. You do, you know, have that 69% chance to lose, but you have a minimum of a 119% profit on a profitable pull, and you have a 2100% max pull percentage. So it's pretty good, you know, to say the least. You could open the case 2,100 times after hitting the clan mystic, and who knows, you may hit something else that's also good. So, you know, that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. This is one of my favorite cases. I would put this in my top 10 probably. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this case is all about the max win potential. You know, it's not really a great battle case because it fluctuates so much in the middle that you can very easily have your stuff yoink. Next up, we have the Tomb Raider case at 55 coins. The reason that I like this one so much is that there's not a ton of items to pull out of this case, so it's very good for its value. You do have a 31% chance for profit, so once again in that average 30 to 40% range, you know, and you do get a minimum of a 10% return. So even pulling the curse, as long as you pull that thing 10 times, you can buy another case. But when you do profit, you have a minimum of about 160% profit with the Shantico's Fire, and your maximum is somewhere in the neighborhood of 450%. So not bad at all. It's a very good overall mid-priced case. Once again, it's just very, very good, and this is the reason why I open this case so often. Next up, I do have the Moonlight case. You've probably seen this one around on site as well. This is one of my favorite cases, and when I say that, it's probably like my top 3. It's a very, very good battle case. You have a minimum of a 15% return, and you know, if you do that in a battle, it's doubled. You have a 27.5% chance to pull profit and a 77.5% chance to lose. But when you do pull, you have a minimum of 102% profit margin, and on the higher end you have around a 800% max profit pull. So not bad overall. It's just a very well-rounded case. You know, you have a lot of items that are like just below profitability. It doesn't sound so what's the word, desirable in the numeric sense, like looking at numbers, but when you take it and you actually look at things just on the list, it looks a little bit better. Like I said, numbers wise, it doesn't look great. And you know, ultimately this one is just a good battle case because there's so many mid-tier hits. It's very easy to surpass someone else if you're pulling the same pull. The last case we're going to be covering today, and the most expensive case we're going to be covering today, is the Botanical. The great part about this is there are a lot of close to profit pulls on this one, just like the Moonlight. There are a lot of things that are just under that 179. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these are a 20% back with the cheapest. This is around 40% back, so it's really not bad. If you do it in a battle as well, I mean, shoot, you're getting 40 to 60% back on a case, even if you both miss. You have a 15.8% chance for profit, and I know what I said, average range is 30 to 40%, but in this case, you have a 15% chance, and the reason I recommend it is a minimum of 128% chance of profit, and the maximum is an easy, I think, 4,000, 5,000%. But yes, you have a very high end, very good for battles, because there are a lot of close to profit pulls, and there's a very high end on this case. So this, I would say, is like my number 2 case right now, with number 1 being just any of the 70%. To be honest, I just haven't been betting as ballsy as I used to lately, just because world's ending outside. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys found this guide to be a little bit useful. If not, you know, make sure to at least leave a dislike and tell me what I can do in my next video, as well as in the weekly cases review series that I'm starting back up as well. What I can do better. What information do you think is going to be more useful to you? And I will get that added up, and I will, you know, improve the series as it goes. But yeah, guys, just give me some honest feedback on this. Subscribe if you enjoyed it and you've never seen a video of mine, or even if you have, subscribe anyways. Yeah, so thank you all so very much, and I will see you all later. Peace.